Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode on No BS Live TV, the place for prosperity without the bull. I'm Bill Glazer, and on today's episode we're going to show you why getting up and speaking in front of a crowd or a camera has never been easier, and a question from a GKIC Gold member, Pete Mitchell. Okay, so getting right into this week's show. We've got a special resource that will take away all the pain from filming videos and public speaking that was developed by GKIC independent business advisor Karen Schaefer. Now, she put together a terrific video that explains all this to you. So let's go ahead and see it.
You know, Dan and Bill are always talking about doing videos online, right? Because they know how much you can increase your traffic by like 50% or more, and your sales conversion rate too. So why aren't you doing video? And if you are, why aren't you doing more of it and faster? Everybody knows that people buy the person, not the product. So you have to let your customer get to know you, not just your product or service. In my business, we do a ton of video for that very reason. And then once we moved to doing video on all of our web pages, our sales conversion rate went from about 7% to 33%. And I don't just use it for online lead generation. I also use it to create DVDs, trainings, almost everything I do. The problem is that I don't always have time to memorize a script. And if it's not memorized perfectly, you get all nervous and end up with like 1,000 takes, and your video stinks and you don't want to do it again, right? Well, here's my solution. You ready? Ta-da! It's so easy. You just record what you want to say, you listen, and repeat. No more memorizing, no more teleprompters. You'll be a video pro in less than 30 minutes. So if you want to easily attract more clients and trade in your low conversion rate for huge sales by using more online video, then all you have to do is just check out the No BS half price special on the ES5000 for the first 15 people who register. Just click on the link and you'll get all the information.
So now it's time for Ask Bill. That's me. Today's question comes from Gold member Pete Mitchell in Long Beach, California. Now, Pete asks, since the internet has turned to video as the primary form of communications, does the sales letter that is used for the script need to be written differently than it does for direct mail? Well, Pete, that's a good question. And by the way, I spend a lot of time these days in actually converting long-form written sales letters into video sales letters. And the answer to the question is yes, it's got to be written differently. Very painful to me, by the way, that it does, but it does have to be written differently. Number one is when you're delivering a video message online as a sales letter, you really have to be more mindful of how long it's going to take the person to consume it. And most people don't want to spend inordinate amount of time online in order to be watching video. A lot of people are watching them at work and they don't have a lot of time to do it. My rule of thumb for video sales letters is typically no less than 6 minutes, because you need at least 6 minutes in order to get your ideas and thoughts across. But on the other hand, typically no more than 16 minutes, because anything over that is just way, way too long. So you've got to now take the long-form sales letter, the written word, and many times you've got to shorten it down, because a typical sales letter that I would write, and let's say it's 8 pages or longer, that oftentimes can take 30 minutes or more to actually read that for a video sales letter. So it's got to be edited down, which is a difficult job for professional copywriters to do, and I actually sort of slave over it. But here's somewhat of the good news, I hope, for you, is all the elements that you're using in your written sales letter still has to be in the video sales letter. You still have to have an attention-getting headline. You still have to set up an offer. You still have to have a deadline to respond. When possible, you have to show social proof and or other types of proof. You have to make the case to build the value of what you are selling. So you still have to go through all the same processes you use in direct mail or long-form sales letters, but you got to condense it down in a shorter period of time. So Pete, Thanks for sending in your question, and let's see what we'll be sending you and what this week's web deal is. Jessica.
This is Jessica bringing you this week's Beat the Clock web deal. Brand new from GKIC. Anyone serious about leveraging the fastest growing media in the world to grow their business and profits both online and offline needs to check out Social Media Money Magnet. You'll hear 7 world-class experts divulge all the details of how to dominate your local marketing with social media money magnets, the opportunities with social media and how to use social media as a magnet to attract lots of money, and so much more. Beat the clock and invest in Social Media Money Magnet for 50% off, but only until Monday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. And if you're a GKIC Gold member or above, you'll also enjoy free shipping. Check the banner for more details.
Okay, Pete, so you can expect that in the mail any day now. And if any of you would like to get your marketing questions answered right here on No BS Live TV, send them on in. You can leave a question in the comments section below, or you can phone it in on the phone number that's appearing on the screen right now. That's the show for this week, folks. Don't forget to check the sidebar for this week's new free gift just for watching. I'm Bill Glazer, and this is No BS Live. And stay tuned to see a preview of next week's show. See you then. It's our 50th episode. So today we thought it would be nice to revisit some of the previous episodes of No BS Live TV and take a look at some of the best moments from the first 49 episodes.